Hey Mixies, welcome back to another track, and if you're new, my name is Ray, and if you click this thumbnail, I know you're trying to see how I got these ash blonde knotless braids. Use some popcorn, some wine, champagne, or Don Julio if you like. Enjoy this new track. I started off by mixing some BW2 bleach. I filled my developer up to the rim for a full bowl in a loose consistency, and I'm just going to pour this all over. Y'all know me. I'm gonna do it easy and I'm gonna do it lazy, and I don't care. Forget the brush, pour it on. Make sure you get it nice and saturated. Make sure you opening it up and there's no dry spots, because baby, even though I poured all this bleach on her, I still found spots that had nothing on it. That just amazes me. But yeah, make sure you open it up real good and get in there and make sure every strand is saturated with this bleach. As always, we are using Raire Strands. Y'all always asking in the comments what hair I'm using. I'm only gonna be using Raire Strands, my brand, the best out there. Ain't no other. But this is our Burmese curly, and I'm gonna show you how you bleach curly hair without it losing its pattern. So as you see, I'm scrunching the hair. That's the trick, that's the key. So simple, so easy. You want to make sure after you apply the bleach that you scrunch the hair back up. Don't leave it flat and straightened out, because that's how the curls are gonna form with that bleach. So you wanna make sure that you just scrunch it back up and it'll keep the curl pattern. This is bleach 1. This is how we're looking. I'm gonna do another round of bleach because I like to use a looser consistency. The bleach is not as strong of a potion, so I do it twice. Shampoo it out real good. I know a lot of people like to just go straight for the second bleach, but I don't know, they don't sit right with me, so I shampoo it out real good and then I do another bleach on it. And I don't know, y'all, I guess I was trying to be a little more professional, and I started out by trying to do this with the brush and using a stronger bleach batch, which means I just follow the directions of doing 1 to 2 part ratio, which is 1 pack of bleach and then 2 ounces of developer. And I started applying it, y'all, and yeah, I quickly went ahead and filled my bowl up with that developer and got to pouring, because yeah, that just ain't me. And I want to clarify, the curl pattern will loosen a little bit, but not much. You'll see in the end, like, it will be very much still curly. I mean, it's kind of, you can't really avoid losing a little bit of the curl pattern because you are processing it, but you will see that the way that I do it, it keeps a lot of the curls. So after applying it all through, I just opened up the bundle and went in the middle to make sure everything was coated real good. And once it was nice and coated, I went ahead and scrunched it up real good so it can maintain that curl. I left both sessions on for about 30 to 45 minutes just watching it. And yeah, I just washed it out real good, and then we're gonna go to the next part. After rinsing it out real good, I went in with this purple shampoo. This is the brand I like to use, and I love that it comes in ash blonde because this helps with the color that we are trying to achieve. This is the box dye that I used, number 60. It's an ash blonde, and I'm just gonna pour this all over the bundle. Make sure it's nice and saturated. And you're gonna see that I also had some leftover Burmese curly from a whole nother install that was bleached lighter because I kind of wanted to have tones in my hair. So I'm also going to use that old Burmese curly you'll see in this next clip. Here it is here, and I'm just going to apply the color to this as well and let that process for 30 minutes and then wash it out. And you'll be able to see what this box dye does to different tones of bleach hair. It always comes out so pretty. And not too much. It look a little scraggly because it's been put up in the closet, but it's gonna revive itself after washing it. These are the 2 colors I used in the braiding hair, and this is the Burmese curly after I did it, and it is so pretty, y'all. I love this color. Like, I'm gonna do this color all over my head. Let me know if y'all want me to do that, because I think I want to do that. But this is how it came out, and as you can see, it still has a lot of curl. We didn't lose a lot of curl, and it's looking really good, and it matches the braiding hair perfectly. I know the lighting is a little but I promise you it's like the perfect match. And with that 2730 613 mixed in with this hair, it's just like the perfect combination of tones. Like you'll see in a minute when I mix it all up. I'm so excited. Quite frankly, I did not know what I was doing. This is the first time that I've braided my hair with colored hair. So I really didn't know exactly how you're supposed to mix it. I just went off what I think, and I just basically took a piece, turned it around to the other color, then grabbed a piece, then turned it around, and I just kept going back and forth till it was all mixed up, brushed it out, and look at that color, y'all. T, clock it, clock it. For the human hair, I cut it off the track and then I spreaded it out real good. Took some edge control. This is the gel that I used to braid my hair. I took some of that and put it on the ends real good. And I'm just gonna take pinches off to make my pieces of hair that I'm gonna be adding. And I'm just gonna pinch the little tip to make it like a little eye tip looking type of vibe. And that was pretty much it, all I did for the human hair. This is the darker blonde, and I'm also gonna do the lighter blonde as well. Was you about to skip? Don't skip, because I'm not finna let you sit through that. It's finna go forward in just a minute. It's finna skip to the next part. Just wait. Gosh, so impatient. Alright, and this is what it should look like. It should just look like, what are they, K-tips, I-tips? Like little pieces like that. These are the sections that I did over to the right on your screen. I did 4 sections, and y'all, I did the back one day, the left one day, and the right one day. This is the first time I did almost cry because I just wanted to be done doing it all in one day. I did day by day, and it was so much easier. For this last section, I'm just connecting each part to the back section. Side note, a lot of people don't braid their own hair because they think that their parts have to be extremely crisp, neat, and perfect. And when I tell you my parts are not, and I've gotten so many compliments on these braids, and I do every time I braid my hair, everybody compliments it and asks me, do I braid? I be telling y'all it's not that deep. You can do your own hair for real, for real. All right, so we're on the last row, and I'm just parting, doing the brick layer method. I didn't want to show the entire process because it's pretty much the same thing over and over again. Taking my braid gel, I'm just going to go ahead and put edge control on each piece just to get it nice and separated, and each piece out the way while I'm working on one. Alright, so here's my method to how I get my knotless braids. I comb it through and I make 3 separate legs, and we're going to rotate them 3 times before we add a piece. I'm going to add a total of 5 pieces to each braid. The first piece is going to be super tiny, and we're just going to get a little bigger each time. The 2 fingers that are holding the middle leg is where you're going to insert the piece of hair. Bring the front piece forward, let it hang. The other piece is in the middle, and you're going to rotate twice, and then you're going to add that front piece to the middle. So we are always adding the hair to that middle leg in between those 2 fingers. I'm going to rotate twice and then add in the next piece. On that middle leg, in between those 2 same fingers, put that piece in, pull the front forward, rotate twice, then pull the front piece in. Now that it's all in, rotate twice, and then add in your next piece. Okay, bear with me now. I know this is a lot of adding, but we're on the 3rd piece. We'll get a little break before adding the 4th and 5th piece. After the 3rd piece, we got the braid going pretty good, so I'll go ahead and pull the braid to the front just so it's easier for me to go ahead and braid it down. All right, so we're adding the fourth piece a little bit sooner than I thought. Some pieces I added later, like when my braided hair, my natural hair is almost braided in, but depending on the size of the braid, I might add the fourth piece before that, and then just add the fifth piece in and then braid it on down. And then next will be the human hair. Child, I done added another piece. Okay, so it was 6 pieces total. I'll be trying to remember what I did, but yeah, rewatching it back, I did 6 pieces each braid, not 5. Now to add the human hair in, you just want to take your piece and take that little tip that we made, put it in that middle leg, like we've been doing, the middle leg, and you're going to take some edge control and apply it to that tip so that it is blended in with the braiding hair and it doesn't end up sticking out and it stays put. And once you make it to your stopping point, leaving some of the braiding hair out because we're going to curl that, you just want to apply some nail glue, and that is it. Some of the braids I added 1 piece of human hair, some I added 2, some I added 3. It's just your preference of how much boho you like. I don't like a whole bunch of boho on my braids, so I just did it towards the ends. I feel like boho only looks good to me like if it's like towards at the ends, or if it's like really full to where it almost looks like a weave. But that in between where it's just like pieces all over, I don't like that. It's just me, my preference. But we are wrapping it up. I made it. Ooh, Lord, I was so tired. I applied some nail glue. I even applied nail glue like around the boho just a little bit because sometimes the boho does slip out. But we are done with the braiding part, and now we can get to styling and making these braids look bomb. To curl the ends, I purchased some perm rods from my local beauty supply. I got the white ones, and I'm just going to separate the human hair, put it out the way so that I can roll up the ends of the braiding hair. And I did that for each section. I just took a group of braids at a time and rolled them up. Alright, so it's the next day, and yeah, I was tired and didn't boil no water at 2 o'clock in the morning, so it's the next day, and I have my pitcher of boiling water. I don't have a little thing that the braiders use, so this pitcher works perfect, and I just dipped my ends in it and towel dried it. The lighter blonde of the human hair is like blending in so good you can barely see it, but that dark blonde is really popping. Like it's standing out. Alright, to the final touches, I went ahead and did my edges, took my rollers out and let down the human hair. I must say I really like this perm rod method. It makes your braids look fuller along with the boho plus the rod curls. It just gives a fuller look, so I really like that. I separated all the curls, and then I applied some braid mousse to my braids, and I applied some dew mousse to the human hair just to, make those curls pop, and then that was pretty much it. Alright, Mixies, this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really loved how this came out. I was so scared to do blonde, but it came out so cute. I love the different tones in the braids. If you guys enjoyed this video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and join us. Become a mixie. I'm going to drop a new track every week. Welcome to Raire's mixtape, where it's going to be a slay every time. But I love you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. Bye.